Hello everyone, welcome to my Adapt tutorial on creating a single page course. Hopefully you shall find this fairly straightforward, but getting there I need to wrap my brains a bit because I think it's something which is a better looking course. I think it's aesthetically nicer when you can just scroll through one page, and most of the time I've seen a lot of people asking the same question as how do we create a single page course like you see in the demos. So what I will do is create a new course called example course and get us started. So then if you created a new course and you've just got the vanilla template as well, we're both working on the same sheet and there's no differences between our code. So what I'll do is get started, and once I've created the course here, we're welcome to fast forward this on a bit if you've already got the course created and you're just looking for the code or how to do this. So what I've done is I've got here my course has been created, as you've seen as I've been talking, being created, and I've got here two terminals, one open which I've changed to the example course and I've done grunt watch, and the other one I've changed to example course and done grunt build and then grunt server to build the actual course. And as you can see here, it's the vanilla course, so it's what you should all see, just a standard course. And I'll just click into presentation components there and close that off just so we know we're working on the same sheet. So the first thing we want to do is use something to enable us to direct the course to the component page rather than going to the menu page. So what we need to do is make some changes in course.json. So what I'll do here is I'm just using brackets, and I will find example course, the folder, an open folder, and in here is all of the files which should look the same on your computer, whether you're using Atom or brackets or anything. So what we shall do is find course.json, which is under source, into course, into en English, and then course.json. So what we shall add in here is I shall just keep it on this page for a while. Just the code in here basically is saying to start on the ID page code-05, which is the component ID, and that's where we want to start on that page, so it misses out the menu start page. So if you want to just take that code, make sure you include the comma in that and put that code into the course.json, then press Command S and you should see grunt watch terminal update. Go back to the other terminal, grunt build. I'll take all that information, and then we want to run grunt server. So that will bring us up, and as you can see it's taken us straight to the presentation component. So this is now a single page scroll. However, we can go back and go to the main menu page, and we want to remove that, so people who just have a single scroll page. So what we do is ID code-5, you find that ID code-5, that's where it's pointing us to. So this is just showing you basically what it's doing and how it's working. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get rid of that back button, so they can't go to the main page. They are only presented with this page. In order to do that, if we go into the Adapt vanilla folder, down to the navigation, which is templates, and you'll see in here you've got open brackets button. So these buttons here basically will take us, they are the back button. So what we need to do is we need to remove that text, and what I did here is I pressed Command X, so I cut it rather than get rid of it, just in case there was any issues. It's this text here, so Command X, cut that text, and then Command S to save, and you'll see Grunt Watch will update saying there's been some changes made. So then I'll press Control C, Grunt Build, and Grunt Server. As you can see now, we have a single page. Course. Okay, so the next thing we want to look at is people often ask how do they do the look at one page within that single page at a time, so looking at different blocks if you like, but on the same page, so they have to click next once they've actually done the task at hand on the course. So what we need to do is add in a plugin which is called Trickle. So what we need you to do is go back to source, into course, into EN, into articles, and within the main article of the presentation components, which is the one we're working in, we add in Trickle is enabled. Add in that text there and make sure you put the comma after body but remove the comma after is enabled, otherwise you'll get an error. So copy that code, make sure it looks similar. Command and save that, which will update as you'll see Grunt Watch pick that up. Then Control C, Grunt Build, and then Grunt Server once that's updated that. Oh, sorry, I've realised I'm in the wrong directory here because I was doing example. So I've just changed cd ... to go back, changed to example course, Grunt Build, and Grunt Server. This will now should do it. There we go. So as you can see, I can only scroll one block down, continue, or one component down, continue. There we go, and continue. So as you go through, but here I can't click continue because I haven't completed narrative. But you'll be able to see that as you go through. So hopefully that's helped you understand how I've done it. Or if you've got any other alternatives or any other options, please let me know, or any issues that you may have seen I may have made. Anything to help with this would be brilliant, but hopefully that helps in some way. And thank you for listening.